What's up, everybody on YouTube? AJ Rez back here with another video, and today we of course have to talk about Ant-Man and Wasp: Quantumania, the new trailer that came out. If you're watching this the next day, it came out on Monday, January 9th, but if you're watching this at a future date, it's the second trailer, basically the trailer before they start showing the TV spots and stuff going into the later months. Obviously this movie comes out February 17th, so definitely looking forward to this. Is kicking off Marvel Phase 5. Everyone had, controversial things to say about Phase 4, but Phase 5 has a lot of potential, and this starting off Phase 5, seeing Kang the Conqueror. I mean, you see the title of this video. We're about to talk about why Kang is going to wreak havoc in Quantumania and just into the Phase 5, into Phase 6. Obviously, we know the next Avengers film is called Avengers Kang Dynasty, so, hey, it's about to go crazy. We're really seeing, Kang in his full flesh and full momentum right now going into the first movie of Phase 5. We're going to see Kang Dynasty. That's going to be dope. Of course, we have a couple years later for that. And then also, he's going to appear in Loki Season 2. Obviously, we saw a variant version of him as He Who Remains in Loki Episode 6, and Season 2 comes out later this summer, so we're going to see him, I believe, in 3 episodes. So I really just wanted to talk about a lot of things that we saw in the trailer, and also, just why Kang is just going to be on a different level. Obviously, people are going to speak to Thanos, being the big bad of the Infinity Saga, phases 1 to 3, saying that no one can be like Thanos. I mean, obviously, Thanos is a legendary villain for sure, had the 6 Infinity Stones, but if you look at Kang the Conqueror, in terms of what he has as a potential of being a villain and a big bad, for the MCU in these next 2 phases and going into the multiverse saga, is really endless. I mean, obviously he can rewrite time. Basically, like if you saw Loki, obviously you saw that. I mean, everything has its purpose. Like, there's no free will, and I mean, like, he's literally controlling everything, pulling strings, and that's what he says in the trailer. Like, he can give Ant-Man time. It's not clear exactly what he's using Ant-Man for. Of course, we don't know that. We don't want to know that until the film comes out. But I mean, he obviously has, some secret plan, of course, because I mean, Kang is at work right now, and man, I can't wait to see, not in this movie, but in Kang Dynasty, obviously a couple of years from now, in Avengers 5, potentially what different variant versions we're going to see. I mean, obviously, if you know the comics, he has a variant version of himself from the 3000s, from the 30th century, I should say, that's related to Reed Richards. So it'll be interesting to see that. There's also been the theory that Cassie Lang, obviously, who's Scott Lang's daughter in the film, she made that little machine that obviously is sending them to the quantum realm, why they're in this whole predicament in the first place. There's a theory that what's it called, Nathaniel Richards, future version of Kang, made that with her, because in the first trailer that she said that she had some help making it. So we'll see in the future, well, when the movie comes out, who that help was, but only time will tell. I mean, we're really gonna see a lot of things. Also, we saw MODOK in the trailer. Man, that's also another good Marvel villain. I'm glad that they really highlighted Kang, though, mostly because, like I said, he's gonna be the big fad of this whole saga. So I mean, obviously attention on him, but MODOK, I mean, it's a little different origin in the MCU, obviously, than in the comics, which they tend to do sometimes, which isn't a bad thing all the time. As I'm sure most of you have seen the first Ant-Man film, of course, Ant-Man and Ant-Man and Wasp, but the first Ant-Man film in particular, Yellow Jacket was the antagonist of that film, and he got sent to the quantum realm. Well, this is him. I mean, he's MODOK now, which is really going to be interesting to see. I like the little remix of how he looks, just basically like as a full machine. He actually kind of looks clean. And also talking about Kang, I mean, he looks comic accurate as well. So this movie is going to be very visually appealing, in my opinion. Obviously CGI heavy, so I mean, there might be some like little clunks in visuals, but I mean, it really looks great. The quantum realm looks great. Also, I don't even think that Bill Murray's character was in this second trailer. He was in the first trailer, but I don't recall him being in the first trailer. But he's I saw something on Twitter saying that he's going to be like a leader of the community in the quantum realm, so that's going to be cool to see. I mean, this movie is really loaded. It has a lot of potential. Obviously, the first Ant-Man and second Ant-Man films, they were more campy. They didn't have a lot of high stakes, but this third Ant-Man film, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, it has nothing but huge stakes. I mean, literally, it's showing the big bad of the MCU Phase 5 and 6. I mean, Kang, like, bro, it's gonna be cool to see him because it's a different take on the character. Like, if you saw episode 6 of Loki in season 1, I mean, you saw that there's just different flair about him. Like, he's literally like offering you different ways. Like, he's not like just not being like a villain that's just trying to take everything at one point. Like, he's giving you different perspectives, giving you different counterintuitives, and giving you different options, because he has a fine line of things how he's doing it, because at the end of the day, he can control everything. He's using you, but at the same time, he's offering you, you know, some will, some peace, and he's offering Ant-Man some time. And obviously, as we see at the end of the trailer, Ant-Man is not with that. He says a line that I don't have to win. We just both have to lose. I don't know, man. And also, there's a theory, you know, that obviously it looks like Ant-Man is going to die in this film. And I think Ant-Man is going to die, but I don't think it's going to be Scott Lang. It's going to be Hank Pym. Obviously, we all know that Hank Pym is the original Ant-Man, not only in the comics, but in the MCU. But Scott Lang has been the, you know, the main Ant-Man, of course, over the past, basically near a decade. But yeah, I mean, I don't even think that's really a ridiculous thing to say. I mean, obviously Janet Van Dyne, as you can see in the trailer as well, it's clear that she has prior knowledge of Kang, because I mean, she was in the quantum realm up to Ant-Man and the Wasp, when she obviously got pulled out afterwards. But yeah, it's clear that she has previous knowledge about him, so she knows what Kang is about, what his motives are, and what he's trying to do. But yeah, like I said, Hank Pym, I feel like he's gonna be in the quantum realm as well, so I don't think there's really much he can do. I mean, obviously he's a genius, but at the end of the day, he's limited, he's older, so there's not a lot he can do. And this film has to have stakes. That's what I'm saying. I mean, Kang is not playing. He's here to have a dynasty. Like, we're gonna see in a couple of years how Marvel is going to, you know, expand on that pretty much, because there's a Council of Kangs, you know, in the comics, has different versions of him. And I think that the only way, talking about, you know, in a couple of years with Kang Dynasty and in the potentially Secret Wars, the only way that the Avengers or whatever future Avengers team that will be going against Kang can really beat him is if he beats himself. Like, and that's literally going to be so tough, because if you look at the current roster of the potential Avengers, you know, like, people like, okay, no disrespect, but Sam Wilson, Captain America, what is he gonna do? Come on, what is he gonna do against Kang, bro? Like, no. Captain Marvel, she's powerful too, but no. Wanda, she's super powerful, don't get me wrong. That's probably the only person that can really, like, power-wise stand a chance, but even that, he still has the upper hand because he controls time. He can just reverse time, literally. Like, people talk about Thanos controlling time with the Infinity Stone. He needs the Infinity Stone, but Kang is literally writing a script about time, if you saw in Loki. So it's just crazy. But yeah, I mean, he's literally going to wreak havoc in this film, and not only in this film, just in the phases to come. So we're gonna see what happens in this movie. If you look at it as face value, like, you just look at it from a fan perspective, saying, why is Ant-Man going against Kang, one of the most powerful Marvel villains in the comics? I mean, it obviously seems absurd, but there's a reason that Marvel is going in this direction. I can't wait to see also the potential post-credit scenes what this can set up. Like I said before, Fantastic Four, I believe, is supposed to start shooting early next year, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So they could potentially have two post-credit scenes, one setting up that, like I said, Nathaniel Richards is a descendant of Reed Richards, and that's also a version of Kang, so that could tie into that somewhat. But also we're gonna see some setup for, you know, Kang Dynasty as well, so that's gonna be really good. I can't believe that's 2 years from now. That's insane. Time moves by so fast. But anyways, though, but there's gonna be some setup for that. Obviously there's always setup, but I just hope that this, you know, this movie is very, very story centered, not trying to, you know, just be focused on setup, but also just try to show how powerful Kang can be and what type of threat he's gonna be in the multiverse saga. Y'all let me know in the comments down below how excited y'all are for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. It's crazy that it's already 2023. I remember reading stuff in 2020 saying that, oh, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania delayed till 2023. That felt like so long ago, but man, time moves by so fast. We're almost here. We're about to see Kang the Conqueror in the full flesh, bro. I'm so ready for this film. It's about to be so good. And this phase has a lot of potential. Obviously phase 4, you know, had a lot of ups and downs, despite having, you know, really the most content in MCU media, even more than the first 3 phases, you know, with the shows and everything. But I feel like phase 5, it can be a redemption phase. I'm looking forward to towards that in the phase 6 and the multiverse saga. It still has a lot of strong potential. I just hope everything has great quality, always quality over quantity. So if you have to, you know, delay some things, Marvel, do that, because we want this Kang Dynasty, this Secret Wars, this whole multiverse saga to be legendary, as it should be. There's no excuse for it, because there's a lot of potential and a lot of avenues you can go for this saga. I appreciate y'all guys watching. As always, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Swaggy Russ, and also on TikTok at Swaggy Russ02 for, you know, more shorts, cooking content, and things like that. I appreciate y'all always, man. Stay tuned for more videos. Like I said, 2023 is gonna be a huge year for this channel. For y'all can do anything, y'all can accomplish anything. I like I said, I thank y'all for the love always. Stay tuned for more sports videos, pop culture, Marvel videos, all types of things, and all types of content. Y'all be blessed.